does
You
that.
gotta
Always
you
does.
gotta make Joe Jitsu face and just shove it right into your up to the top where the gum ends. You gotta go all the way up. So you go up and
Hello,
curve.
folks. We're live on with dental issues. We're live on Fandango Friday, and I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Liqueur Reviews. James P. Madonna is in New Jersey with Progressive Discussion, and Beverage Ramble is in Georgia with Cigar Discussion. And now James P. Madonna is going to start us off.
It is Fandango Friday, you booze hounds out there. I know when I don't want to mention names. I know when I was getting serious, I was sick of my piranha teeth into serious topics. Certain booze hounds left. They split because it wasn't all fun and frolic. But you know what? Educate your minds before you lose whatever brain cells you have left. Take it away, Ronald Cheerio. Cheerio for Ronald Cheerio.
What do you expect? People to have diverse interests? All right.
Yeah.
Now, here I am with my 99 brand party bucket.
Oh, wow.
Which I bought for $7.99. I don't know what it costs now. But it was $7.99 when I bought it, and it had 20 bottles. Now it's still got 20 bottles because I added a bottle to it today. But
Jean-Pierre stepped out during the music.
No, I'm listening to it.
Oh, okay.
He wanders around a little bit. All right. I was at Total Wine and More today, and I asked the lady, I said, do you have Ellington, the regular Canadian blended whiskey? This is all I've got. All I've got is this.
Oh, my goodness.
The 8-year age. I said, okay. Well, I took my glasses off because I can't see up close with them because they're for far away. So I started looking, and I started picking through it. I said, they had all the regular Ellington pushed back, all mixed up. So I took it, and I said, when I see her again, I'm going to tell her. So I came back around to check out with something else later. This was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And I said, oh, ma'am, come see. I said, they did have the regular. It was pushed back and mixed up with the 8-year age. Oh, she didn't know what to say.
She's one of those people that has to have everything in front of her, biting her on the tip of her nose. In other words, not realizing that customers do not put things back exactly where they found them.
So you got to go and straighten out. Okay, here's what I picked.
Right.
Well.
well. Here we go.
Yeah, and you're gonna like it. I hope I like it. It's called Sheelan White Chocolate Country Cream, product of Ireland, 13.9% alcohol, grass-fed cows, luxurious taste. It says it is a white chocolate country cream.
I hope it's not an urban cream.
No,
it's country.
Yeah, and the weird thing about this little bottle, it's grape wine.
Yeah.
Grain, neutral spirits, and natural flavors. Contains milk. Consume within 6 months of opening. Well, I'll be consuming it within 6 minutes of opening. Imported by World Spirits Limited, Princeton, Maryland. Yeah, that's a big liquor importer in Princeton, Maryland. Produced and bottled, however, by LL LL
Oh, Bean.
LL Mary and Company Limited, Tipperary, Ireland, product of Ireland. So, well, there we go. I never had it, but
It's a long way to Tipperary, like they say.
yeah.
And of course, it comes from grass-fed cows. There's nothing but grass in Ireland anyway. So all they have is grass.
And it's a long way back home.
To Tipperary. Wilbur. Okay. I have an airline bottle of Hennessy.
Oh, the famous Hennessy, yes.
Right. And now let me post the URL.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it showing because I know where.
No, I got it. I know how to post it. Copy and paste. Or if you want to totally move something, you do cut and paste.
Yep, you can do that.
Yeah. What the heck? Oh, here we go. That Pencil Neck Geek is hiding the StreamYard tab. That rat bastard. The guy that looks like Zuckerberg, but worse. Oh, there we go. All right, it's there. All right. And for details, because I don't see it on the webpage, and they're going to make me go cockeyed trying to find it. Oh, 40% alcohol by volume. What else is new? 40%. Says very special. That's well. What else are the French going to say? And
Yeah, they're not.
that's what it is.
Not going to call it. They're not going to call it. They're not going to call it very standard.
Yeah, or very mediocre cognac. You know,
Very
it's
simple.
and then they got a symbol of like a knight holding a battle axe up in the air. Let's see. You know what? Let me just look at the page because you got to have hawk eyes or eagle eyes to read the damn bottle.
Yeah, we'll get back to it.
Pretty
We'll get back
much.
to it.
You know, these
Yeah,
are
go on.
even for my it's hard.
Yeah, go on to Jean.
All right, gentlemen, good evening. Okay, I'm drinking a nice old fashioned. Drinking a bourbon from Old Forester.
Oh
Let's
wait,
see.
what is this? Is the Old Forester what?
86 proof.
Forster Brooks.
Yeah, Old Forester.
Oh,
Kentucky
okay.
Bourbon,
Yeah.
86 proof bourbon. That's what I'm drinking tonight for Fandango Friday. Straight liquor, straight bourbon. I already have it in my glass. And I got my stogie. It's been a long work week, and unfortunately, I got to go into work tomorrow for just a couple of hours for a little overtime, but all good on that. So that's what I have, gentlemen. Cheers.
Okay, that's cool.
You know, everybody I know that works in the office is saying they've been working like really torturous hours. You know, maybe I don't know if it's because it's tax season or something. But
Maybe.
yeah,
Kids are out of school now, except for the Northeast, but most of them, everybody's out of school now, leading up to Memorial Day weekend next week.
that's
So,
right. That's right. The unofficial beginning of summer. The beach is open. Unofficial.
Yeah. And guess what? My butt may. Well, I'll get back to you on that. I may go to Mobile, but I'll probably be stuck here with the gas prices. Thank you, Jake Knock.
You know, and they're advertising electric vehicles like day and night, nonstop now.
Well, hook me up. Give me a rebate or something.
But the average American can't afford the price of those things, and there's not enough charging stations to go. And plus, they tell you, oh, you can't charge your electric vehicle at home. Oh,
I noticed a lot of parks. All the parks I've noticed here in Georgia, a few of them I've been to, have a lot. There, like two of them I've seen where they have a plug in your smart.
yeah, but I don't believe when they.
And of course, the supermarkets like Walmart and Target and
Well, they want you to plug. They want you to pay more for the electricity at their charging station. Of course, they're going to say don't charge it at home. You know, I mean, you could rig it so you could charge it at home.
Extra tax, you know.
Yeah, I don't believe any of these people. They speak it with forked tongue.
This is a rarity, folks. I don't smoke cigars every day. It's just
Only
I
every
like
other day.
to relax.
I always trust corporate people because they're honest, like the government.
I like the big fat cigars when he smokes those. It makes him look like what do you call like a dictator of one of them countries south of the
Latin
border.
American.
Revolution.
Okay, here is the Sheelan white chocolate country cream. And it's weird because I think a lot of these companies that make the little bottles, they use grape wine instead of whiskey. But if you get the big bottle, they use the liquor. I don't understand why, because it was the same thing with the Chi-Chis. The little bottles was wine, but the big bottles was all sorts of liquor, gin, rum, brandy, whiskey. Okay, here I am pouring it. Oh, well, no caramel color added.
But that doesn't sound like they would go together. Grape wine and cream.
They probably make the wine to where it's got no flavor. Now, look at this is what happens when you don't add caramel color.
Oh, look at that. It's like whiteout.
It does look like whiteout. All right. So no caramel color added.
Hey, Jay, you had that at the end of one of your last week when we did our Stout Sunday. Was that what you might have been sipping on?
No, I had the O'Connorys, and it was brown. This is white. And it's made with grass-fed cows. Now,
Grass-fed. Hey, where's Jean-Pierre's avatar? I would think he would have an exotic avatar.
It smells like y'all. It smells like vanilla
Ice.
and sugar. Well, it smells like an Irish cream. It's an Irish cream wine liqueur. Now, made with, what did I say? Irish cream wine, grain spirits, which would be unaged whiskey, and natural flavors. Oh, boy. Now, here's the website for the company that makes it, all right? Whoops.
Let me guess. Let me take a guess.
That's right.
No, not this time.
Okay.
Not this time.
People that make Southern Comfort.
Okay, let's look at the website. They're called Mary's Irish Cream Liqueur, and they do liqueurs for people.
Oh,
and here's their story. Mary's. Here's their website, a story. 150 years young. At Robert A. Mary Company and Company, we are proud guardians of a long tradition of trading in premium quality alcohol beverages, stemming from a spirit and wine bonder business and the historic Mary's Tavern, established in Dungarvan County, Waterford, Ireland in 1868. The Mary family nurtured a reputation as purveyors of fine spirits, a tradition that continues to this day. A special liqueur, Mary's Irish Cream Liqueur, is prepared with the freshest.
I'm listening.
With the freshest Irish dairy cream, the finest aged Irish whiskey, or in my case, wine, and a strong dash of Irish spirit. Here's the master blender, Don Crowley. They use lush grass, happy cows, fresh farm milk. Rich cream is delivered from the creamery within 12 hours of leaving the farm gate, handcrafted in small batches using the finest Irish whiskey and spirits, and even wine in the cheap bottles, enjoyed the world over. Okay, so
I like the accent, Jay.
They should do. Crowley should take like a photo of himself milking the udders of the cows right into the bottle, going like this.
And one thing I noticed about their website, their products are exceptional, just like everybody else's.
We are the best. Of course, we are the best.
Well, let's see what their range is. Salted caramel, white chocolate, original strawberry, toffee buttermilk, and pumpkin spice. The white chocolate is the one I have, so let's see what they say about it. But I'm telling you, I'm thinking they're using wine straight for the little cheap bottles.
I like buttermilk.
17%. That's 34 proof. Mine is not even that high. Mine is only, what did I say, 13.9% alcohol. It's not even 14. Well, they make some really good stuff, and then for other people they make some less than. But let me give it a fair score because it might be good. I barely tasted it.
So Jay, they do other stuff. They do wines too.
No, just what I was showing you, all those different flavored Irish creams.
Okay.
Salted caramel, strawberry and cream, sugar and cream. It does sound delicious. I'm about to try it right now, everybody. Bailey's. I've heard of Bailey's, but I've never had it. We have Bailey's Andouille sausage here. When I was driving back from Houston, I didn't really feel like stopping, but they had so many different boudin places. All those places in West Louisiana make boudin, which is the rice-filled sausage. And they have boudin balls. They take the sausage and they make balls and they fry them in a deep fryer.
No, that sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Cheers.
Andouille Louis. It's a little screwy.
Well, in my mind, you see, now in my thinking, I'm thinking it tastes like grape wine, which I don't mind. But then I get the vanilla and the cream and the sugar. I mean, it's pretty sweet. Now, we've talked about this in the past. If you don't like really sugary sweet products, I don't know how these Irish cream liqueurs are going to appeal to you because they're all loaded with cane sugar. I went on a brewery tour yesterday at St. Arnold Brewing in Houston, Texas. It was a free tour, and then at the end of the tour, they had a little trivia contest. He had 5 questions, and there were only 5 people on the tour, so everybody won. But he didn't help me. He helped some of the others, but I got it right, and I got a free beer. So I bought 1 beer, and I got 1 free. But anyway.
St. Arnold.
Yeah, the patron saint of beer.
Really?
Yeah, St. Arnold, a real saint.
You should say the beer. Eric should get a statue of him and light candles to it. Him in BC.
Well, I like it, but as you can see, I took care of it so quickly. It doesn't last. So these airline bottles are a good tease because they get you started, but that's about all you get started. And by the time you start enjoying it, it's all gone.
Oh no!
It's just enough. It's just enough to critique it, you know.
Just enough to critique it, but I like it, and I would recommend it. So,
Would you, Jay? Would you do any of the 99 bottles? Just do a review with
what?
Would you do a review of any of the 99 bottles that you have in your bucket?
I have reviewed a number of them, but I'm not going to go out and buy a full-size bottle. No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not saying about a full-size bottle. No, I don't want you to buy a full-size bottle. Just review what's in the 99 bottle.
I would. And I like these products, but to do them on Friday for Fandango Friday and then never touch them again, I'm kind of like satisfied with that approach.
Okay.
To drink them all the time, I don't think. All right, let me go in the banners now. No, I don't want to show that. That's the old banner. I want to show. So I have, what is this called again? Sheelan Country Cream. Okay.
God bless. Sheelan
White Chocolate. I'll just call it Sheelan White Chocolate. 13.9%. And then we have Henny, C. BS, very simple, very, no, but it means very special. They had to come up with something that sounded nice. Hennessy BS, I liked it when I had it. That's 40% alcohol. And then Jean-Pierre has the
Old Forester,
Old Forester, which is
Kentucky straight bourbon, 86 proof.
yeah, 43% alcohol. And actually, the company that owns Old Forester, they bought Jack Daniels in 1956. A lot of people don't know that Jack Daniels got bought out by the Old Forester people 66 years ago.
Nice and neat tonight. Nice and neat.
Nice and neat. Go back to the comments, and then we're going to bring in James P. Madonna to show his product screen share. I'll get back to the comments, folks. Just give me a chance. I'm running this switch.
Gotta live my life.
I don't put these batteries in a flashlight. I got the rechargeable LEDs here. It goes in me head.
It's great for the environment.
High technology is the way to go. Yeah, this is good for a groin ecologist, actually. Hold on, let me. Take me to your leader. Okay.
Very great.
I charge it right here on my PC. It's got a USB charger. Hey, why buy batteries? I messed up me head. Me head. Grass-fed, lush grass, and happy cat. Yeah, happy. Did they talk? Did they tell them they're happy cows? If he doesn't.
They make it's a very cheerful move.
If they don't pull too hard on the udder there, they'll be happy. Ice House. All right. Here we go. Hennessy. Very special, very mediocre.
I'm starting to feel it now. Oh boy.
Cotton Eye Joe.
I'm feeling really good now.
Cotton Eye Joe. He must have very dry eyes with cotton in his eyes.
BS cognac brandy is usually aged between 2 and 4 years. That's usually what that BS
2 and 4? They can't be specific.
No, it's a range. It's not a specific.
You know, I always thought between the two of them, the Hennessy and Remy Martin, I thought Hennessy was more expensive than Remy. I mean, excuse me. It was Hennessy less expensive than Remy, but Remy's more expensive. Henny's not.
Well, I definitely smell the wood, the oak, and the grape derivative.
Well, look what it says. Matured in new oak barrels.
Oh, new. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. Matured in new oak barrels. Bold and fragrant, which it is. Skipping over the violin playing here. Offers toasted and fruit notes. Actually, they're right. It is. It does have a toasted, grainy flavor. Like an oyster cracker, if you want to get fancy, like the other show. Clearly defined palate with welcoming exuberance. Oh my goodness. Let me hit this. Blah blah blah. I'm skipping over the nonsense. Trying to cut to the chase, but there is no chase to cut to. They don't really get very specific with the ingredients or with the distillation of it. You know, like, some companies will tell you triple distilled and this, that, and the other thing. They'll go into fine detail, but not Hennessy, unless it's on another page. I know there's a stories. There's a story page, but that could be like the history.
It might be somewhere else.
Yeah,
I know it's an old company, and it was started in France by an Irishman. named John Hennessy. He was actually Irish, but he went to France because the Irish and the English belong. So he kind of escaped to Ireland.
Oh, yeah, that was during the oppression.
Make a lot of different cognacs. Henry makes the. Yeah.
Well, it's strong.
They still make the. They make the VS. Yeah, they make a lot of different cognacs. Hennessy VSOP, the black, and many others.
It is
Did you know?
definitely.
Here's a did you know part.
Did you know? Let's see if they got a little history here.
Black light contouring of the vines. Oh, something to do with black light.
Oh, anything looks different on the black light.
Yeah,
I have
black light.
I got an LED black light bulb, but then I would look different. It's a very overwhelmingly strong flavor as well as aroma. It's not child's play cognac, even among brandies. It is well, it completely blows away E&J, that's for sure. Being that
Better
this is,
considering the price.
yeah, no, it's
Consider the price point.
and it's dark, it's actually a very dark amber or a medium, close to a medium brown, but it is very. Hey, Max Volt, how you doing? Cotton Eye Joe again. Yeah, he's in Russia, believe it or not. He's I'm surprised he gets us. Yeah. I always loved to cook. I always watched the cooking shows when I was a kid. My mother was in entertainment, so she wasn't exactly a culinary wizard. So I had to learn the craft.
You had to compensate.
Yeah, men could. Hey, a man doesn't have to only barely boil an egg.
Look, my mom taught me the basics: how to bake chicken, make spaghetti, chicken parm, cook a steak, all these things. She told me the basics, what you need to do to make dinner. And of course, I've been creative doing other things too over the years. Wrapping chicken with some vegetable, with broccoli and cheese. Chicken thighs or chicken breasts, put them in the oven, things like that. Cooking salmon, all these different things. So my mom taught me the basics. Once you know the basics, you're good.
Well, the first thing I learned was you can't go wrong with a low flame. Like it'll take longer, but you'll have less issues.
And of course, the crock pot is your friend too.
Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way. Now, Jean-Pierre, we're going to show your product in a minute. We'll show everybody what you have.
Okay, me. Hi. I'm drinking Old Forester, 86 proof, 43% ABV. Looking at it right now as I'm sipping on this thing was created in 1870. It's the only bourbon continuously distilled and marketed for the founding family before, during, and after Prohibition. Basically, Old Forester delivers a genuine bourbon experience with rich, full flavor, and a sweet character. You can sip it neat. A little ice, which I don't do with any dark liquors. I don't do anything in ice. And do a classic cocktail. And they already shown a lot of recipes you could do. A horse neck, which is, with some bitters and ginger ale and long lemon peel. That's one recipe that I see. I don't see any other recipes on here. I thought there would be more looking at the website, but this thing won at the 2019 3 years ago Spirits Competition Gold in San Francisco, city by the bay, and and a bunch of other awards I'm looking at right now. So there's only 2 they won. But anyway, I've seen this before. I've seen it at bars. I know people use this to make an old fashioned or do a cosmopolitan, whatever cocktail they want to make with this. Me, I drink it straight, and
Right there, they're showing a
flavor, but I'm not getting that
showing a highball,
flavor.
right?
What you say?
They're showing a highball in the photo, right? No, I said in the photo they're showing. I said in the photo they're showing a highball, right?
I think Jean-Pierre froze. Otherwise, a vampire has got him under a hypnosis.
Oh, it's called a horse's neck.
Okay.
There we go.
I don't know what happened. StreamYard must be doing something. But can you hear me pretty good?
Yeah.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't. Those are the cocktails I've seen. But again, nice smooth flavor. There's a little oakness to it, but not much. Just good color, good flavor. Nothing else, like I said. Nice is the way I like to have these. Maybe ginger ale. I could maybe throw ginger ale in it by itself, cold. I think Paul Newman might have had this in The Color of Money. So, by the way, I love those sunglasses in that movie, man. That sunglasses were so cool. Him and Tom Cruise, man.
I had Molson Dry once. I liked it.
Yeah, we don't get it in Louisiana.
Yeah. So anyway, Molson. I think we get Molson Golden, Molson Ice, and Molson Canadian. That's what we get here. 6-pack and 12 packs of bottles of those beers. So, but this is good. Have you ever had an old fashioned, James?
No.
Okay. I mean, some of these cocktails, I've never had. Like I said.
Yeah, my mother and her father used to always order an old fashioned when they went to a restaurant, and they were probably getting ripped off because the restaurant was probably using the cheapest whiskey they could find and mix it with the old fashioned.
Right, and always get the ice cubes on the side.
Yeah.
Unless it's frozen, a frozen drink. I've had whiskey sours. I've had gin tonic.
Whiskey sour is good. I like a whiskey sour. Yes, I've had that.
But my mother and her father would just say, "Give me an old fashioned," and the restaurant would say, "Okay." And if you think they were using Old Forester, you're living in a dream world.
The most potent cocktail I ever had in my life was in a Polynesian restaurant and it was called the Navy Grog, and it had Bacardi 151 was one of the ingredients. It was like it came in a tiki glass with the umbrellas and the pineapple, but it was pretty potent. Navy Grog. It was stronger than a Mai Tai. That's for sure.
Well, all I say is make sure if these restaurants still doing that, make sure you bring a flask just to make sure it's done right. Add it a little bit more.
Now, Jean-Pierre might remember this restaurant. It was called Lee's Hawaiian Islander. It was one in Lyndhurst and one in Clifton.
Yes. And Clifton was not far from Montclair. Yes.
Yes. Lee's Hawaiian Islander. And they used to give hula dancing lessons once a week. And
I never ate there. I don't think my dad and my mom ate there ever, but I know of the restaurant in Clifton.
Yeah. They had a buffet once a week. They should have had it every day, actually.
I went to one of those Chinese restaurants in New Jersey along U.S. Highway Route 1, and it was really good. It was some Polynesian theme.
Was it Chan's? It must have been Chan's.
But I don't do buffets like I used to anymore.
It was on the, if I'm heading north on US 1, it was to the right, meaning the east side between the highway and the river.
I know exactly. I go there. It's called Chan's Dragon Inn.
and it's real dark inside, like real.
Yeah, it's and they have
Low light.
they have the bamboo private booths with the blowfish with the light bulb in it. You know, the blowfish are above you. Yeah, I used to go there when I was part of a couple, and I would order lychee pineapple duck, which is a roasted or fried boneless duck with lychee fruit, pineapple, and sweet and sour sauce. And then they would,
It was a neat place. It was about 6 years ago when I went, but it was a really good place, and I want to go back one day.
But do you want to know something special about that restaurant? It was the first Polynesian restaurant ever built in New Jersey.
Wow.
The first in the whole state.
Again, the state, obviously diversity has always been a good thing. That's what I love about New Jersey.
And it's just right in the restaurant. Yeah, and they got all kind of different ethnic groups in New Jersey. And then the restaurant's just right next to the highway. You just pull in, park.
Yeah. Tunnelly Avenue, 109. Yeah.
Yeah, Sheelan is good, not great, but I would be curious to see if the bigger bottles have the actual whiskey instead of the wine. I'm gonna check next time I go to Total Wine.
But
I like
Trader.
What?
You're about to say Trader.
Yeah, I call myself.
Yeah.
But I like it a lot, and it's a B+, and a B+ is a good score, 89. B+, a very good product, and I didn't only pay 99 cents for the bottle. So anyway, what the hell?
Hey, what do you got there?
Naked J.
All right.
There he is, the magpie up there. Big deal. The magpie's got a big deal.
Hey, what's David's view on that? Does David drink that? Does he like it or no?
He bought a bottle.
Okay.
He likes it all right. He probably drinks.
I know this is his favorite. I know he likes to drink this.
Probably drinks it once. He does like that.
I got a
he's
huge
not really big on these sweet things, and I'm not either. But anyway, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
I got a huge bottle of pickled herring in the refrigerator.
This is the magic, folks.
Sure.
This is the magic of food coloring, the magic of food chemistry. From our friends at Sazerac. It smells like, we've said this before, garlic barrel pickles.
Listen, you know the deal. I'm sure if you sliced real crunchy, crispy pickle barrel pickles and put them in a bottle of good vodka and just let it sit, that you would get something even better than Naked J.
But let it sit there for like a year, you mean?
If you want, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, they sell those barrel pickles at Mathern's, and they're about $9 a barrel, a jar. But they're a lot better than Vlasic. I bought some Vlasic horseradish. What am I saying? Too much liquor. No, Vlasic sauerkraut. Oh, that stuff was so bland. It was like a jar full of neutrality. It had no flavor.
That's nothing compared to the fresh sauerkraut they make at the German and Polish pork stores.
I love me some kraut on a nice sausage or a hot dog. And
listen here, folks.
Spicy brown mustard. Mm-hmm.
It's very good for you.
The Walmart Great Value sauerkraut is better than Vlasic, and I can get the Walmart Great Value.
I agree. I bought the Great Value brand. It's good.
Yeah, you can get it for like 80 cents a can. All right. Now, James,
does it have a crispiness to it instead of being soggy?
Yes. And spicy and spicy.
Now all these has the German sauerkraut imported, I think.
Yeah.
They have it.
Didn't Groucho, one of the Marx brothers, did advertising for the pickle? Yeah, Vlasic, right.
Well, back in the day, yeah.
Okay.
What
cigar like,
yeah.
What was that? Yeah. Groucho did that, yeah.
What would
I remember now, yeah. My memory.
What seeds you go over there? Caraway seeds, fennel seeds? Caraway. caraway seeds. Yeah, and well, the farmers market I go to buy everything else I go to. In Saddlebrook, New Jersey, they have big barrels that you pick them yourself with the tongs. You get the tongs, and they're huge, and they're big. They're like whole big cucumbers.
Hey, you said Saddle River. Is that one of those? Is that the farmers market Coronados?
No, you're thinking of Corrado's.
Corrado's, right?
Corrado's is in Clifton, not far from Main Avenue in Patterson.
Right, right. That's where my mom used to go there all the time.
Wait.
Yeah,
wait. Before we get carawayed, James
caraway, carried away. No, this is Saddlebrook on Route 46.
Okay.
All right. Before we
I've been there. I've been to Saddlebrook, yes. So.
But Corrado's, they got some operation there. They have a section where hobbyists that make their own beer and wine go there and get equipment. And
I did not know that.
Yeah, they have the on the other side. It's just strictly for hobbyists that do beer and wine. And all the machines are in there for sale. Anyway, let me get this over with. As far as cognac and brandies in general go, I have to give this a high score. I gotta be honest. I gotta give it. I've had Remy Martin. I've had this. I haven't had anything beyond those two. I'll give it. I'll give it a 98% out of 100.
Wow.
Simply because there might be a small family-owned distillery out there in Europe that makes fantastic cognac that I don't know about. See, I don't want to just go by who's wealthy enough to advertise all over the world. You know, I want to incorporate the little guys that are, you know.
So you're saying that you do prefer this cognac brandy over the Hartley brandy, for instance?
Yes, the Heart to Hartley. That was a show. That was
Marietta Hartley.
Yeah, Marietta Hartley. So anyway, yeah. So 98%. It definitely is a very strong, potent, complex aroma as well as flavor combination.
You wouldn't recommend drinking too much of it.
Yeah, it's definitely, it forces you to sip it. Let's put it that way. That's how potent it is. Now, my next adventure that I haven't accomplished yet is I want to go take a walk back to Mitsuya, Japanese market, and I want to get the hard liquor made from a sweet potato and rice.
Wow.
They have this special sort of whiskey made with sweet potato and rice.
Yeah, sochu.
And there's this Japanese name for it, and it's not expensive. That's another good thing. It's not expensive like the Japanese whiskeys. It's affordable, and it's just a little bit more than the sake, and I want to try that. I want to try that for one of the Fandangos, God willing, that we are still fandangoing.
Well, if I plan on doing it because I don't get tired of doing it. All right. Now James P. Madonna and myself, we did a good job. So now,
hey, forgot about me. The alcohol's getting to you.
You interrupted me. I said, well, and now it's time to go to Jean-Pierre, but I couldn't even finish my sentence.
We did a good show. What was it? Last week it was just me and you.
Yeah, couldn't even finish my sentence.
He's a cutter offer. I
know, literally about to say. I said, well, James P. I said, this is what I was about to say. James P. Madonna and myself did 2 good reviews, and now, well, it's time to go to. And then I get busted up and went, hey, you forgot about me.
About to end it. Yeah. Okay.
He didn't let you
All right, take two. Take two.
Yeah, take two. All right.
Now you like nice rice casseroles from different ethnic groups, like like paella is like a rice
Filipino,
casserole.
Spanish. Yes, I did.
Yeah. Now the buffet I went to in the Saddlebrook Mall is Royal Hibachi, and the owner is Persian, and not Persian. I'm sorry, Turkish. The owner is Turkish. So he put out what he calls Arabic rice, which was a seasoned yellow rice with slivered almonds and lamb, big hunks of lamb with the bone. So you're getting, I don't know about you, but I think meat on the bone is tastier than
The meat itself, right?
than without the bone. But anyway, he had like large quantities of lamb cooked in this rice. He probably put cumin in it. They usually do.
Yeah, a lot of these, cumin, coriander, a lot of these different.
Yeah.
Very. So yeah, I've had all that style, especially, and that's what was the good thing about growing up there. All these styles, I was willing to try different things. It was like I didn't give a hoot. Like I tried it.
They have kibbeh. They made baba ganoush is made with eggplant.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure you've tried a lot of Haitian cuisine and Caribbean cuisine and cuisine from the
I ate in a Jamaican restaurant on Washington Ave in Montclair, and I had curry goat and two big glasses of sorrel, of ice cold sorrel.
Okay.
And the curry goat, yeah.
All right, now Jean, what do you score the Old Forester?
No, let's talk about some cooking. So anyway, I had this. Anyway, for the Old Forester, I'm going to give this a 90 out of 100. I think this is a really good straight Kentucky bourbon. Elijah Craig or Woodford Reserve, which I brought the last time I did the Fandango Friday, which was kind of kicking myself for spending that amount of money for that little bottle. Like, hey, Jesus, Father help me. But anyway, this was like $1.99 for these. So, I had already finished 2 bottles. I got 1 bottle left. So $1.99 times 3 is, I don't know.
5.
Yeah.
97.
Yeah. Maybe a deal. Maybe. I don't know. But because of the name. But anyway, pretty good Kentucky bourbon. So I go 90 out of 100. This is really good. Foster. So,
all right.
Cocktails and every different things you can make with this, but I'll keep it just to, nice meat. That's just me.
Now, my friend David gave me a little bit left in his bottle of Old Forester, and I did some taste challenges, and it was very interesting. I like the Old Forester quite a bit, and I will buy a bottle for myself one day. Now, so tomorrow morning at dawn, get ready because we got some Irish whiskeys in a showdown. Drum Castle, which I got on a great deal for $14.99. Going up against Bushmills Black. Drum Castle is going to get massacred. It's going to be a disaster. But, oh, well, it'll battle, but it's going to lose. And then Sunday morning, Drum Castle versus Bushmills Red Bush, and it's going to be another blowout. But whatever, it's not up to that level. Now, then we're going back to Scotch whiskey. I got the Johnny Walker Double Black versus everybody else, so that'll be fun. And then, of course, every kind of beer review you ever thought of. Now, Sunday morning, we've got Stout Sunday, and it doesn't look like Johnny Neal is going to be hosting it for the morning, so I guess I'll be doing it again. And I have a couple of stouts, so I'll bring one of them. Then next Wednesday, James P. Bernard is probably going to roll his eyes and be like, you dummy. But anyway, next Wednesday, James P. Bernard is going to say, they ought to take your face and put it in dough and make gorilla cookies. But
no.
That was Red Fox. Said that to Aunt Esther. They grew up together in St. Louis from when they were young.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, LaWanda Page, and actually, Red Fox's real name is Fred G. Sanford.
Sanford, yeah.
Yeah.
Such a great show, man. Such a great show. I don't know that show I was talking to somebody. I don't know, just like we were talking about Living Color, the sitcom with the Wayans brothers they came out with. I don't know if those shows would make it on the air nowadays. I just think it would be too much. The way the society is right now.
Yeah, people are too hung up. People are too hung up on their self-appointed virtuosity.
I mean, that's why I think goodness they're streaming. You know,
It's interesting that Mr. Sanford used his stage name to play himself.
right?
Yeah. Well, you know, Damon Wilson is really Grady Wilson, and the actor who played Grady Wilson used Damon's real name.
That show was number one. It was always a battle between that show and All in the Family, who was the number one show on television during their run.
Yeah, and Stymie,
You know, 40 million viewers is to get.
Stymie played bit roles on Sanford and Son and Good Times. Stymie. All right. Anyway, next Wednesday, if you're feeling crazy and if you want to get wild, we're gonna do Hurricane High Gravity. 8.1% alcohol. Hootie hoo!
Yes.
Next Wednesday for all the brothers and the sisters and the cool people. All right.
A great Hellas Doppelbach.
Yeah, I got my can. All right. Anyway, and then on June 1st, we got Joker's Wild Wednesday. Joker's Wild Wednesday. Bring anything you want. Beer, wine, liquor, milk, water. Okay. And then June 8th, we got Don't Let the Smooth Taste Fool Ya.
King Cobra.
King Cobra. But I gotta buy a bottle. I gotta find a bottle. I have to cancel it if I can't get a bottle. All right.
Me too. I have to find a bottle because I have to go another part of Atlanta to go get King Cobra instead of
I can get it. I can get it, but I'm not going on some big world tour to try to find it. All right, now last thing for me, and then I won't say another word tonight. Because James Pivodano is going to close us out with a musical accompaniment. But I was in Houston driving through not the ritzy part of town. I was driving through the Fifth Ward, the more sort of like the Harlem of Houston area, as you would call it.
Did you go through there's a restaurant called the Turkey Hut, whatever they do, turkey wings or the stuffed turkey?
No, but I saw all kind of interesting things, and frankly, some scary things. But mostly it was cool. I was quiet, and a lady that was sitting there eating on some lawn chairs with some other guys talking and drinking right behind the liquor store. When I was driving off, she ran up to my car screaming, "Hey, hey, hey!" I said, "Oh, here it goes." No, really, I was thinking, what does this lady want? She said, "You got your trunk open." I had pressed the wrong button and the trunk was unlatched. She said, "I didn't want you driving off and have that mother come open while you down the road." I said, "Oh, thank you. I appreciated that." But anyway, I went to this liquor store called Ralston's on Lyons Avenue in Houston. Some of y'all Houston viewers know what I'm talking about, Lyons Avenue. Before I went to St. Arnold Brewing. So I was in there. It's a family-owned store. There's 2 women in there, just sitting there. Just sitting there. I was the only customer in the store. A lazy Thursday afternoon. And I said, let me see what I'm going to buy. So I'm looking around. And one of the things, I'll show you one of the 3 things I bought. One thing I bought was this very odd product. Royal Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure Kentucky doesn't have a king or a queen, but
not by a long shot.
Kentucky bourbon with natural flavors, and that's always a good sign. This bottle, full-size bottle, was like $7.99. So it's from our good buddies at Heaven Hill. Now, could it be that Heaven Hill took their regular bourbon and put it in a bottle with a different label? Would a company do such a thing? All right. So I bought it. Anyway, I know James P. Madonna had good experiences with the Heaven Hill bourbon whiskey. So I figured, what the heck? It's so cheap. I can't lose, you know? I can't lose.
Yeah. Now, is it possible for a governor to create a monarchy and claim that he has royal blood? Like, for instance, let's say you became governor of Louisiana, you decided to create a monarchy and be the crown, have a coronation where you're the king of Louisiana. I mean,
well, the U.S. Constitution says, yes, Dimey from the Little Rascals. U.S. Constitution says that every state must guarantee a Republican form of government,
Republic. Oh, anyway, I was only joking. You know, it's just being silly.
Yeah.
Now, in Living Color, also debuted Jim Carrey and Jennifer Lopez.
Yes.
Besides the Wayans brothers, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Wayans was created, but I'm just saying the people. I mean, the show like that today would make.
No, not today. Not with all these fanatics running around.
Oh, the cartoons of back in the day, cartoons would not be allowed.
Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, Pepe Le Pew was
chasing after a large mouse, turned out to be a kangaroo. Oh, that's offensive.
Well, the worst one was Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy, all his deputies, all his detectives, they were all like very stereotypical ethnic detectives. You know,
what was the cartoon with the dog? He had the doghouse over his head, and he had his friend with the Hawaiian shirt, the Polynesian guy. With
was that Huckleberry Hound?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, they had the Hawaiian shirt.
Now I remember Underdog, the Beagle with who was done by Wally Cox. The voice, Underdog, and Simon Bar Sinister was his nemesis, and then Sweet Polly Purebred was his girlfriend, and then they had Overcat. He was like a superhero. Hey, Masumi, good morning to you, Masumi. Good morning. It is now 8:31 a.m. in Tokyo. Good morning to you. Yeah, it was like the biggest rival he had. It was like a big, muscle-bound cat called Overcat. Had a cape and everything. Yeah, Overcat. But the other one, Dick Tracy, at Go-Go Gomez, was always sleeping under a sombrero. So Dick Tracy called him in. See, Senor Tracy, what mission are you sending me on this time?
That movie, unfortunately, that movie with Warren Beatty, Al Pacino, whoever was in it, was trash, in my opinion. I didn't care for it.
And then Joe Jitsu, with the thick glasses, and the buck teeth, Okay, I'm gonna go live Sunday during the heat wave, the tropical heat wave. 3 p.m. Eastern Time, progressive discussion. New format from 3 to 4 p.m., serious topics. Then at 4 p.m., I post the link, and then it becomes a free-for-all, open topic forum for the other people that don't want to talk about anything serious.
Okay.
So the first hour, unless somebody wants to join in on the seriousness, upon request, and then I'll send a link. But I can't be having certain individuals that constantly interrupt
clowns.
A serious topic, and then what happens is I only have the opportunity to show one article or video on a serious topic, and I missed like maybe several others. I never get to finish. Because they're like they rush me off and they want to talk about.
You can't have all that tomfoolery,
Yeah, tomfoolery is right. They're just and then they want to talk silly and they want to get intoxicated and then the meaning of the show is watered down. Yeah, it fizzles.
It gets silly and out of control.
Yeah, so I want to
get being silly, but out of control, obnoxious, and
I watched that train wreck Wednesday night, and I said, "Oh man,
Oh, you're talking about the train wreck Wednesday night at around 7:30 p.m. Eastern
Where
time.
they had two guys that were totally drunk out of their head, obnoxious, taking over the show. Basically, took over the show.
Yeah, well, they were all, and then you had
They ran that show.
and then you had one person with a big, long, white Santa Claus beard talking about his armpits during the review, talking about
I didn't see the video, so
talking about, and which is caused by brevi bacteria, actually.
Oh, that was a night.
That's something that something you see on Al Bundy, Married with Children. Al Bundy.
You're welcome there, Masumi. Al Bundy. Al Bundy was like my hero. He was.
But James is like me. He's not gonna let somebody take over the show, you know. But anyway,
Well, he's a real alpha. Well, there's nothing. You also can't go wrong with the mute button.
Right, shut him up.
Or you can just say, "All right, y'all. Good night. I'm wrapping this up. I'm out of here."
No,
Find a moderate.
then you concede defeat. You don't concede defeat. You just get him out of there.
Well, actually,
if I'm on the show, let's just say, "All right, y'all, I'm out."
Well, actually, when Ronald came on and was talking about fascinating history, it did me a favor because I could have brought my avatar up and lied down and rested my throat, and just let it, when him and Colin were talking, that was an opportunity for me because it was all, fascinating information. It was all valuable contribution, and everybody liked. I mean, my friend Jeff Zambella loved it, and then Colin played the Irish tin whistle, and he did play the guitar, singing. Very talented man. Colin McMenamin, a free moderator who wants to learn that trade, the trade of moderating. Well, I could use one of my very loud bells instead of, strain my voice. Or I could just simply hit the mute button.
All right. Well, wait. Now we're gonna go to Jean-Pierre, and
Yes,
then he's
go
gonna
to
give you promos, and then we're gonna let you do the closeout because I'm going to lay down.
Jean-Pierre Delrioski.
Are you ready to lay down? You're not gonna stay up,
Sorry.
Jay? You're not gonna stay watch the basketball game, Warriors and Mavs tonight?
No, I was on that long road trip today.
Well, you're chicken out. But anyway, I'm just kidding.
That's
I
right.
understand.
I don't care.
I understand. Get some rest. All right. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, James. It was a lot of fun doing this tonight. I haven't done this in a while, so I've been trying to cut back on my dark look, spirits and all that stuff. But I said, it's Friday, it's the weekend, feeling good.
Right.
Things going good in my life right now. Could be better, but things are going good. I'm alive and blessed. Coming up, hope you guys enjoyed the review I did of the Classic City from Creature of Comforts, Classic City Lager, and also before that, I did the final of the Bear Hug series, the Neon Bear Hug. I did that one.
I love that beer.
Yeah, the Neon. I did the Neon. So those are the two that are up on my channel right now. So y'all take a look and watch. What I got coming up, I will join you on Stout Sunday. Jay, with Stout, we shall see. But coming up on my channel, I will be reviewing this beer right here, and I'm sure you probably have reviewed this. This is the Victoria Sour Monkey.
Oh, I had that one time.
Yeah.
No, we can't. We don't get their beers in Louisiana since 2014.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try this. This is 9.4. They're sour triple, 9.5, and this is also from Breckenridge. Their Juicy Drop Imperial Haze IPA. This is 9% ABV.
Wow.
Breckenridge, yeah. So this is. I paid $2.19 for this one. I paid $2.29 for that one. So both of them are 19 fluid ounces, and so those are the two I'm going to be reviewing. Plus, I got the Anchor beer I have in my fridge, the one I showed you Wednesday night. Also, I still got the Guinness Nitro Coffee stout. So I'll have 4 beers, and who knows? And then, of course, keep watching my channel. I'll pop up with something else, but those are the 4 that I'm going to be reviewing. And again, like I said, Stout Sunday, 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, 7:30 Pacific. I will have a stout, whatever that may be, something.
Right.
And I will be joining you on the Hurricane Hybrid malt liquor, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. And
yeah, baby. All right, now James is
we're
going
about to go down with the hurricane.
About to go down. All right, now James.
I was standing on the sidewalk facing my street waiting for the free shuttle bus, and this kid on an electric scooter, I'm not joking, it was like this. So it's like, oh, I couldn't believe how fast this scooter was going. It was like
He was flying, huh?
So there's a lot of potential with these electric vehicles, but you got to have a battery to hold enough power. You got to have places to charge it, but there's definitely potential. If the scooter could do that, like it looked like it was going 40 miles an hour or more, on a residential street. It was like that. My head turned just like that. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you again. Same bat time, same bat channel. Fandango Friday.
Yes.
Little Ed Norton.
Let me say one more thing.
Okay.
I did get a good deal. I did get a good deal at the Days Inn in Houston East, and it's owned by a person named Mr. Patel, believe it or not, a hotel owned by Mr. Patel. And I got a good deal on it, and it was really nice. They had just renovated it, obviously, and it was brand new carpet and furniture and beds and fresh paint. It's a really good deal these days. It's hard to find a good deal, so I was very happy with the Days Inn.
But you can't check in at night, only in the day. Days in. But hopefully it was clean sheets, not like.
Oh, this place was immaculate. It was immaculate, and they had a good breakfast. I made 2 waffles in their waffle iron, and it was only $51.59 after tax. In Houston, right next to the interstate, and they had a coffee machine, a coffee maker in the room, and a refrigerator and a television, and I got a very good night's rest. So.
And I've used those hotel waffle machines in San Diego before I left, before I went to the airport to come back home, and they're interesting. They pours the batter for you. You push some buttons, and I mean it's not multi-grain organic waffles. Regular buttermilk waffles. But anyway.
But it was good. It was good.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly better than the average continental breakfast, which has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, and another thing they had there was they had boiled eggs, and sausage and toast, and 2 types of cereal, fresh milk, and coffee. So yeah, it wasn't bad. It really wasn't a bad deal. And I sent a message to Days Inn company and said I was very pleased with it. I sent them an email, and
you'll get a discount next time you go to
tell them you're gonna.
I'm a member of their loyalty club, so I get.
Tell them you're gonna promote them on your live show, so the next time you need their accommodations, to cut you a good discount.
No, they're not that generous. So anyway.
Yeah, was it sausage patties or links for breakfast?
Sausage links.
Links, not like the Jimmy Dean patties, right?
Sausage links with the they did have black pepper and but it was all right. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good, and they started serving breakfast at 6 a.m, so I was able to eat breakfast real early and get on the highway.
6 until 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. That's it. See ya.
Oh wow, 10 a.m. That's it, huh? Cut off.
Well, it's 9 o'clock there, 6 till 9. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, the hotels I've been to,
They didn't have no
Hey, you know,
fricasseed
6 o'clock,
hog
you know.
jowls or anything like that, right? Fricassee of hog jowls. It's very humid in Houston, I take it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, they all are. Corpus Christi, Galveston, right? The whole.
Oh, yeah. Whew.
Galveston. Oh,
Galveston. All right, here you go. Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Quack, quack. Now it's time